Hi, it's Jerimiah Taylor with Keller Williams Realty. Today I've got the April market stats up here for 2020 versus 2019 across the three markets that our team serves, Arizona, San Diego, and Austin, Texas. And it's really interesting. For those of you that watched this last month in March, what you saw were that things across Arizona and Texas were for the most part unchanged. San Diego, the market started to slow down a little bit because of the coronavirus lockdowns. But now looking at this in April, as all three areas went into full lockdown mode, if you will, we're seeing some really interesting changes in the market. And we'll talk a little bit about what the outcomes of those may be. So looking here, tactically, things haven't changed. Buyers are doing virtual showings. Sellers are offering virtual tours. We've got virtual open houses. And I think that the people that need to sell and the people that have a strong desire to buy are figuring out a way through this, as evidenced by the several thousand homes that sold last month. Looking at Tucson, you had 1,168 closings. San Diego, you had over 2,000. Austin, you had almost 2,700. Those numbers are off 20 to 30% year over year from what we would expect in April. But when you combine that with where inventory is, so this top number, this is new from last time, this is active inventory. So there was, 1,400, almost 1,800 fewer homes on the market in Tucson. 30% less in San Diego, 11% less in Austin. So when inventory shrinks by 11 or 12 or sometimes 30%, we would expect that closings are going to follow suit there because there's just fewer homes on the market, which means there's fewer homes to sell. But the signal of demand is what we look at here called pending listings. And so you'll see pendings in Tucson were only off about 21% in the month of April. In San Diego, they were off 41%. So huge changes from the lockdown in San Diego. And then in Austin, this is amazing to see. The number of pendings actually rose year over year in April of 2020. So, those adventurous Texans were out there buying homes during the lockdown. But I think what's important to note here is that this active listings number is really driven as much by recent activity as it is by the activity throughout the quarter, because there's a lot of homes in here that have been on the market since 2019 and early 2020 that they just haven't sold yet. So there's an accrual of inventory where this number of new listings coming to market is showing up here, but it's not what's driving this. What's driving this is people are buying homes. There's fewer homes on the market, and they're selling at higher prices than they really have ever before, even during this coronavirus lockdown. Now, we know real estate typically trails the rest of the world by 6 months, 8 months. So time will tell what happens in the future. But the short-term impact here is buyers have even fewer options than they had just a few months ago, which was already significantly limited compared to what we've seen historically. But moreover, look at time on market. Time on market actually reduced, which means the best houses are selling even faster than before. So if you're a buyer thinking about buying, look, the world is opening back up. We're seeing massive surges of buyer activity. It's mid-May. I think our teams have already sold 20 homes this month. And that's what we're seeing across all the markets, is that everybody's been locked in their house thinking about their next house. And between internet traffic, showings, offers, everything, we're seeing a surge of activity on even fewer listings. So that means that if you're a seller, this is the time. This is the time to get your house on the market, get top dollar, get your chips off the table, if you will, so that you can be prepared for whatever is to come, whether that's good or bad. We don't really know. Nobody has a crystal ball. So hope this helps. It's Jerimiah Taylor signing off here at the Taylor team.